welcome to another session at ETCFO Summit, ladies and gentlemen. And this session is with a very sustainable, passionate Ben Price, who is the Chief Operating Officer for SAP Concur APAC region. Hi Ben, look forward to having a good conversation with you.
We have to match the energy of the first session and then the wisdom of the second session. So
correct.
It's a big task.
Sure. And before I just go into the team, let me just quickly introduce you to the big, very substantial profile Ben holds. So Ben is, of course, the Chief Operating Officer for SAP Concur APAC region, and he and his team are a part of SAP Customer Success Board, and together with the SAP Concur team, Ben is currently looking into ways to heighten the sustainability awareness, and sustainability theme is very close to his heart and soul.
Indeed. Yeah. I'll try and answer that intro in a different way. So I'm a proud father of 3 kids, and when I look at my kids and I go, what am I trying to achieve? Making the world a better place, making it more sustainable with my customers, that excites me. So you're absolutely right? That's where the passion comes from. It's pretty cool, actually.
Well, that you have added a bit of spice to your intro, so that's good, Ben. So this session is, ladies and gentlemen, is on the future of sustainable corporate travel in India.
Yep.
And Ben is all up to share his insights on this. But Ben, let me just begin this conversation from the sort of challenges, first of all, the businesses are facing with regard to the corporate sustainable travel in India.
That's an excellent one, the challenges. So let me just look around the room. So I love the interactive of the first session. So put your hand up if your company has a sustainable program. Might be green waste, it might be travel, it might be digitization. You actually only see a few hands. That's the biggest challenge. So the reason I do sessions like this, the reasons why we do a lot of work throughout the APJ region is we're trying to make a difference. We would love it that every customer, every prospect, every person in the audience would put their hand up and go, we're going to have a sustainable travel program. Because if we all do it, we'll make the whole world a lot better. So that's actually the biggest challenge, participation. Sounds pretty simple, but I think we can solve it together.
So Ben, if I were to just quickly follow up on this challenges question, other than the actions, thinking about it and then converting those vision into actions, are there any specific challenges that you think in other than the mindset businesses have?
Lots, right? We could do another day on it if I'm honest, but I think there's some top level ones. So if you think of SAP Concur, what they're trying to do from a travel solution is make user experience easy. So that when you're out there and you go to a certain hotel, an eco hotel, you choose the right hotel with the right credentials. Or if you use the example earlier that was mentioned by Mr. Kumar, the digitization. Think about our daily lives today in AP, for example, or in the travel example, how much paper is there? So digitization can make a massive difference. So using those two experiences of digitization and user experience, the easy way to change behavior of your employees and make the world better as you get that change behavior.
Okay, that's heartening to hear how, in terms of your enterprises helping provide the sustainable solutions. The next bit of thing is on the benefits. If you can just list down the benefits for the corporates.
So I know it's a CFO audience, right? So there is a cost benefit from doing the right thing. But actually there's an employee benefit that I think is probably bigger than the cost benefit. So if you think about what we're trying to do from a solution viewpoint, we're trying to make smart choices. And so as you go through that, you can make choices about your travel patterns, your travel approvals, things that make a difference and save CO2, for example. Or maybe you're in North America and you rent a hybrid car, for example, versus a petrol-based car. So that's the first one. And then the second one that I try and think about is the participation of the audience. In your company, you've got young people, old people, all these different type of people, and they want to make a difference. So if you can harness them and make them those ambassadors, you can make absolute progress. So the wise words from Mr. Kumar from Yes Bank was make your employees your ambassadors. I really think that works in the sustainable world. We should make our employees very happy, very committed, and then they'll make sure they spread all of that.
Do you, I mean, from your conversations with businesses, do you really think that businesses are walking the talk on sustainability and specifically corporate, this sustainable corporate travel?
Yeah, so going back to the number of hands raised in the room, no, but I think that's our opportunity, right? Because the time to change is now. So what's my way to explain it? So this is my 33rd trip to India in my professional working life. The airports now are probably busier than I've seen them for many, many years, right? So there are people travelling. And so if we can harness those people travelling and make them 5% better, 10% better, that will then go through the whole organisation. And like I said, it'll be a cost benefit. For you as a CFO, you'll get that benefit, but you'll get an employee benefit and the sustainable benefit for the planet. So I guess it's a bit of a win-win-win scenario if we do it right.
Okay, that's nicely put, Ben. The next bit of buzzing theme here is the technology. How we embed technology here to provide such solutions, sustainable corporate travel solutions.
So technology is actually a good topic, right? And if I think about technology, user experience is a good one. You want to make it easy for your employees, easy to make the right choice. You want to have a whole bunch of analytics built in so that you can see good things happening and you can reward good behaviours. Or flip it around, maybe you should run that report that says who's the 10 employees that have the worst travel patterns, that emit the most CO2, and go talk to those 10 employees and go, hey, what's up? So I think user experience, analytics, and then the third one, if I want to kind of say it, it's the ecosystem. So we don't solve sustainability individually, we say it as a group. So that whole ecosystem participates, whether it's carbon, whether it's ESG reporting, all these different areas, we all have a role to play. So technology linking partners would be the third area to think about.
Okay, Ben, before we just move forward, I in fact have a small request to the crowd. I was just wanting to ask a quick question, perhaps, and that is that how many CFOs here think that they are actually walking the talk when it comes to sustainability and especially the sustainable corporate solutions as a whole?
Yeah, see, that's the problem. Not enough hands up, right? That's the thing we can change. So the Concur booth is just out the door on the left-hand side. Come see us, because the call to action that we have is if we all pitch in, if we all make a difference, we can make a massive difference on India, on the world, on our employees.
Okay, Ben. The other part of this is the turning point. If I were to just use that phrase in respect to the future ahead for this sustainable corporate travel, where do you see the future and what is the next turning point?
Actually, I do see a turning point now, if that makes sense. As businesses return to travel, we are seeing that return to travel in India being quicker than any other market in our Asia-Pacific area. People want to do business with people. People want to come to events like this and see other people. So it is there. So the turning point should be now. As people return to travel, they should make smart, sustainable choices and then use that to make a difference. So the turning point, it should start now. Not in turning point number 3, in turning point number 2 today.
Okay, that's good to hear. And if I were to just see from this, ask you from this perspective only, that there has been sort of talk about sustainability, and the needle unfortunately doesn't seem to have moved as much as one would have desired it to be.
Correct.
So what gives you confidence amid that sort of progress to think otherwise?
Yeah, I guess the way to close is the way I started. My kids, they give me confidence. So if you think about your finance teams today, they're probably in their 20s and their 30s. They care more about sustainability than me that's in my 47th year, right? So that younger generation really have a passion for this topic, and you can harness that to your advantage. So I think that younger generation, me, my kids, you, your employees, that will drive us all forward.
Okay, and the last bit of aspect that I would like to ask you, Ben, is as we see the turning point next in respect of sustainable corporate travel, what sort of support would you require from say, the regulators as well as the governments across the world?
Yes, that's a great question, right? Because the governments have a role to play. So I think of India and I think about what they've done from a digitisation point of view, from a tax point of view, right? That is amazing and fantastic. But there's many more things to do. So the example I would give to the regulator is just think about your day and think about how much paper you see. And then use that example of digitisation. And then as you digitise it, think about the smart choices you make with AI or ML or however you want to attack it. And then just reflect on that. And then that shows what's possible. And as we look forward and we then execute on those things, that's what's going to make a difference. So my challenge to the regulator is just think what's possible and then let's put it together in practice.
That's a fair point to add. And then another aspect here, if I can ask quickly, and that is, from the conversations that you have managed with a few businesses who you have been able to influence, from not only walking the talk,
yep.
What has been the key influencer there that you plan to sort of, implement in the form of your learnings?
Yeah, correct. So the biggest learning I've come from those customer projects that we've completed, a couple thousand, is the reluctance to start. So people see sustainability as a bit of a fad or a topic and they kind of greenwash it. Well, actually, it should just be a normal part of day-to-day life, and they make smart choices that makes the world more sustainable. So the fear of starting, that's the thing that I look for, because I want to overcome that fear so a customer can start. And then there's many, many ways to start. And so really that's what I'm trying to challenge the customer base, challenge the prospects we meet, the customers we meet. We want to start. Now
okay,
get the bell.
I think we are running out of time, but I hope, and perhaps we are running out of time on sustainability too.
Exactly. That's what's the time to do something now, guys.
So thank you so much, Ben, for your time and this conversation. I hope businesses do listen to your insight, to go on to implement your insights.
Us too. We'll see you outside, guys. Come say hello. Let's start the journey together. Thank you very much.